Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we are going to start our player controller thingy. Remember, we've said that we needed a player, so we are going to try and start with it. Our player will actually be rendered with a sprite render component. Okay, so we can bring this down, maybe bring this one here. We've got our player rendered with a sprite renderer, and then we will control it with a player controller, and we will also need to add collisions. So let's start with the sprite renderer feature here. We can go back to Unity, perfect. Let's open the Kawaii Survivor folder, sprites, characters, and let's start with Dave. Hey, Dave. So what you can do is either drag it and drop it inside of your hierarchy or drop it inside of the scene view, not in the game view, not in the inspector, not in the console, okay? So let's drop it inside of the hierarchy so that it's placed at 0, 0, 0. Okay, so right now Dave is too big, he's eaten too much. So we are first going to rename it Dave, like so. And by the way, quick thing here, if you select the sprite Dave right here, and have a look at the inspector, you can spot the settings for that sprite. So right now, Unity thinks that there are multiple sprites in Dave. No, there is only one sprite. So what we're going to do is select single and then apply. Perfect. Dave has disappeared, but we can bring Dave back, like so. Awesome. So let's remove our previous Dave and use the new Dave. Perfect. So our Dave has two components right here, a transform component and a sprite component. The transform component will help us move Dave, rotate Dave, and scale Dave. Three things we can do with Dave. Oh, he's so cool. This is basically what the transform component represents, the position, the rotation, and the scale. You can also scale Dave proportionally or scale Dave like so, horizontally, vertically, and so on. So let's reset Dave. You can click on the three dots here and reset Dave's transform. And you can do the same with every component. You can reset them, remove them, copy them, and so on. Okay? So each one of these is a component here. Perfect. To move Dave, you can either edit its position right here, rotation right here. Rotation along the y-axis doesn't make any sense because it's going to be weird, like so. We are in 2D. We need to rotate it around the z-axis, like so. You can do that from here, from the inspector, or from the scene view. You've got some tools here. So this is the move tool, this is the rotate tool, and this is the scale tool, and this is the rect tool. Bim, bam, boom, 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 like so. And this is the everything tool. I don't know how it's the transform tool. This is actually the transform tool. You can move it, rotate it, and scale it all at once. And this is the hand tool, I think, or the pan tool. Or perfect. So these are two ways you can move, rotate, or scale any object in your scene. So we can already imagine that one way we will need or use to move Dave is to access the transform component right here and edit these three values, or actually these two, because we are not going to change the Z value. Come on, we are in 2D space. All right, let's now tackle the sprite renderer component. It does have a sprite, so we can change that sprite. You can decide to render a cotton candy gun or anything else, but for now we are just going to render Dave. You can also drag anything from the project window and drop it here if you want to change the sprite, like so. Perfect. Control Z to come back, of course. You can flip it along the x-axis or y-axis and also change its color. It's actually a multiplication here, a product that's used. So yeah, make sure to use this accordingly. We've got some other options, but let's actually keep that for later. Right now, we want to move Dave. So in the next one, let's learn how we can do that.